Peridotite and basalt are two fascinating rock types that play a crucial role in the fight against climate change, particularly through their interaction with carbon dioxide, or CO₂. When we talk about carbon capture, we're looking at how these minerals can help sequester CO₂ from the atmosphere, turning a greenhouse gas into a solid mineral form. Let's start with peridotite. This ultramafic rock is rich in olivine, a mineral that reacts with CO₂ in a process called mineral carbonation. When CO₂ comes into contact with peridotite, it undergoes a chemical reaction that transforms it into stable carbonates. This process not only locks away CO₂, but also creates minerals like magnesite and calcite, which are stable over geological timescales. Imagine taking a harmful gas and turning it into solid rock. This is nature's way of recycling carbon. Field studies in places like the Oman ophiolite have shown how effective this process can be. Researchers have discovered that natural weathering of peridotite can sequester significant amounts of CO₂. In fact, it's estimated that the weathering of peridotite could potentially capture millions of tons of CO₂ each year. This is a game changer for carbon capture strategies. Now, let's shift our focus to basalt. This volcanic rock, while not as rich in olivine as peridotite, also has the ability to react with CO₂. Basalt contains minerals like pyroxene and plagioclase, which can also undergo carbonation. The process is similar, but the reaction rates can vary. Field experiments, such as those conducted in Iceland, have demonstrated that injecting CO₂ into basalt formations can lead to rapid mineralization. In fact, the CarbFix project in Iceland has successfully turned injected CO₂ into solid carbonate minerals within just a few months. This is a remarkable example of how we can harness natural processes to mitigate climate change. Visual aids can really help illustrate these concepts. Diagrams showing the mineralization process can clarify how CO₂ interacts with these rocks at a molecular level. For peridotite, a diagram could depict the transformation of olivine into magnesite, highlighting the chemical reactions involved. For basalt, a flowchart could illustrate the steps from CO₂ injection to mineral formation, showcasing the speed and efficiency of the process. Industrial experiments are also paving the way for large-scale carbon capture. Companies are exploring ways to enhance the natural carbonation processes in both peridotite and basalt. By optimizing conditions like temperature, pressure, and the presence of water, scientists aim to increase the rate of CO₂ mineralization. This could lead to scalable solutions that not only reduce atmospheric CO₂, but also provide valuable materials for construction and other industries. In conclusion, the interaction of peridotite and basalt with CO₂ is a promising frontier in carbon capture technology. Through field studies and industrial experiments, we are uncovering the potential of these rocks to transform CO₂ into stable minerals, offering a sustainable solution to one of our most pressing environmental challenges. The journey from gas to rock is not just a scientific curiosity, it's a vital step toward a greener future.